East Coast, West Coast, or around the world. This is Coast to Coast. How's everybody doing today?
Yeah.
Don't all jump in at once.
Doing much better than Jay.
Yeah.
A lot of crying before we went live. Lots of crying.
See, Pags, you probably never heard the phrase, what goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas, or what goes on in the green room stays in the green room. I like how you just throw all my shit out. That's okay. I appreciate it, Pags. I appreciate it, Pags. I'll just tell you, though, CIA, any kind of government, any kind of secretive work is not up your alleyway.
No, you're right.
You just keep painting up that face, Buttercup. Keep painting up that face.
Still more handsome than you.
That's the nails. It's distracting from the face. I got you.
Hey, I got spear fingers. Fuck it. Let's go.
At least we didn't start with the glitches yet.
Yes, I do.
And they're coming. The glitches are coming. Let's not even pretend like this is going to go smoothly. This whole week has been a disaster. So,
what's one more day?
How do we not end with a bang?
Right. Keep it consistent.
But you have something you have some good news to start with. I mean, your Seahawks, pulled it out.
Oof, man, that one was way more stressful than it needed to be. But you kind of knew it was going to go that way because that's just how the Seahawks and Arizona play each other. But, like I said, they do get the win down there most of the time. Arizona will return the favor up here generally. So it, is what it is. But, yeah, it was a good game. I thought it was going to go to overtime. Right. I was just like, man, can we not have more Thursday night overtime games? I got to drag all my crap home and reset the studio up. Like, I appreciate an overtime game as much as anybody, but not when I have to bring all my gear home.
Yeah, but it's over at like 8 or 9 o'clock, right?
Yeah, but then you still, you end up talking to people that are there. By the time you get home and then reset everything up, like it's late. I know it's not East Coast late because you guys like to stay up all night to watch football, but I'm used to my game being over at 8:30.
God, man, what are you like PG these days, Bo? You don't do anything fun after hours. You're like 7:30, 8 o'clock, or you're in bed.
No, I mean I go to bed at like 11, but I'm not trying to leave where I'm at super late.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. As I get older, too, I don't like that crap either, though, honestly, Bo. I hate it. I love going to games, but I hate leaving games because what do you got to do? When you leave a game, you got to fight the crowd out of the stadium.
There it is. Yep. Yeah, no, it's...
there it is. The glitches are back.
The glitches are... I think that one's actually just on your end, but... but yeah, no, it's no, I'm with you. Like that was the one thing with the Storm games, right? Is they started so late, or the Husky game. It was an 8 o'clock game, so I mean, like you get home late. So yeah,
I don't know what's more irritating: fighting the crowd to get out of the stadium, or fighting the traffic to get home. Both of them can be irritating as hell when you're in that situation. You know what I'm talking about? It's crazy.
Get off my lawn.
I do, man. Hey, I ain't lying. I am that guy. Hey, you got a survey for that shit? But get out of there.
Yeah. But no, it was, it at least was a good Thursday night game. So, I mean, I appreciated that.
Yeah.
But, and then, as soon as that got done, we got to watch the last little bit of the Mariners game too. So, completing that win. Not that you were ever really thinking they were going to lose to the Rockies, but right at the end of the game, they started getting on base, and you're just like, come on.
Yeah, I'm just hoping to get past the Angels this week because Houston has to win out. We can't lose another game, and I don't know if Houston has enough in them to sweep the Angels. We just lost to the damn A's.
Honestly, I don't think you sweep the Angels.
I don't think so either. I agree. I don't think so either.
Yeah,
I think who's in the wild card spot right now? It's Guardians, right? Or no, Detroit.
Detroit, because the Guardians own the tiebreaker.
So I think now it's reversed. It used to be us. Now I think it's them, right? Detroit's probably going to get either the wild card or division. Same thing with Guardians, right? That was a situation that me and Bo had going until Houston pooped the bed, and then
You and the Rangers. Like
the Rangers really pooped the bed.
The last 2-3 weeks, you guys just decided, you know what? It gets cold in October when we travel. Let's just stay in Texas.
I wonder if Bochy's going to stay with Texas, because I look like they might be parting ways, or there might be some discussions of parting ways.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't mind letting go of our Espada and bringing Bochy over here. I'd bring Bochy in as our head coach.
I mean, you're going to miss the playoffs by a game. I don't know if you need to fire everybody.
No, I didn't like this. I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of the Espada. I think sometimes he's let people in too long, and I feel like he has not been able to keep this clubhouse energized. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of him.
It's funny because you're like, oh, we had injuries. That's why we're not playing well. But then you're like, fire the guy.
No. It is a lot of it's injuries. Don't get what I'm saying twisted. It's not that I'm not saying that. I just don't know that I believe in Espada. Dusty, I believed in Dusty. I believed in a lot of the other guys. I believe in Bochy because he has a resume. Espada doesn't really have a resume. So I guess maybe I am preemptively jumping the gun. I should really be patient and give this guy
only a lot, but whatever, it's fine.
I don't know. I guess what my thinking is like, to get us back on track, we need a proven manager, and I just don't know enough about it because he's not really a proven manager, really. I mean, I guess you could say he's proven right because he has gotten us through the injuries. I guess you could say that, right? I mean, we have been competitive even though we've had the injuries. So maybe I'm being too hard. Maybe I am being too harsh on him.
A bit, right? Because again, you're going to come up short by a game. You complained about injuries literally the entire season.
I mean, it's not that I complain. I mean, if they have like legitimate injuries. I mean, I guess I did complain. I don't care.
You're gonna still win close to even if you miss the playoffs, you're still gonna win close to 90 games. Like, you're not gonna just sit here and fire a manager who won 90 games with all the injuries that Houston had, and you just miss the playoffs. It is what it is. Like, there's times where teams win 93 games and miss the playoffs, but they're not gonna fire their coach because.
Hold on. Close to 90 games is what? Over 500?
No, like the Astros are going to still end up.
They're at 85 games. They're not getting close to 90.
They could get to 88. They could get to 88.
They could get to 88. Well, then that would be closer to 90. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they're still going to be. They're still going to be.
Let's face it. It's a little bit above 500.
Yeah, they're still.
They did have a lot of. They did have a lot of. I'd be firing whoever was doing conditioning.
Yeah, the training.
The training staff might be the first. The first. Axe to fall because of all the injuries. That being said, I don't know. I think that this is the first time he's missing the playoffs. He's what, a rookie coach?
Second year.
Yeah. I mean, you need to pump the brakes a little bit. Like, you got a lot of guys that are injured. Yeah. You literally were crying about it every single show.
I don't like to use the word crying. I don't think I cried. I think I just talked about it, both.
there was some cry. I saw tears.
Shed a lot of them.
But no, I mean, you can't be like, oh, my manager's bad, but also we were hurt. Like, you gotta go on one side of the fence there. Either my manager's bad and you just don't care about the injuries, or you're like, the injuries are a thing. And then it's like, okay, well, when you see football teams with injuries, you almost guarantee that coach is going to live through another season, because it's like, well, what was I supposed to play with? So, you can't be on both sides of the fence here. You got to be like, we were injured a lot, or let's fire this guy because he sucks.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah. I guess what I was saying about Espada was I just feel like he's unproven. I just want to see, and maybe next year will be the year that he proves if he's good or not, because we should have a healthy team next year. Everybody's back. I think the only one I think that's still kind of wavering a little bit is Luis Garcia. just because he came off the IL for that Tommy John, and then now he's back on the IL with right elbow discomfort, which I'm assuming every time I hear the word discomfort, it usually follows up with Tommy John surgery. So I don't know if he's gonna have to get a second Tommy John. I don't know. I hope he doesn't, but
I will say this though, it is very interesting. Like the Red Sox and Tigers, if one team sweeps the other,
Mhm.
it's possible that knocks the other one out of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I love it when stuff like that occurs.
you said if the Red Sox sweep, then it knocks out. It would knock out Detroit or
Well,
Cleveland.
as long as you guys don't suck it up really bad.
Right. He's not wrong. I know.
Oh, I
And
know.
Pat, that's my fear, right? Is like, come on, Astros, come on. We should be able to beat this damn team. You know.
I mean, the Tigers have won like 2 games in their last 10. They
Yeah.
just were on a 9-game losing streak.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I
So
agree.
we're 8-game losing streak. So, I mean, they got lucky actually because I thought Cleveland was going to come back and actually take it. In the 8th, they had something going. The 9th, they wound up going 1, 2, 3. So it wasn't a big deal there. But
Yeah.
I mean, and the Astros finally won a game against the Drek of Sacramento.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But the
And that's
Aces-
the frustration part, right? The frustration part is, if we're gonna lose to Seattle or a competitive team, okay, it is what it is. But when we're going up against sub 500 teams and we're struggling to compete against them, that's an issue. That's a horrible feeling.
I hear you.
It's like, fuck, man.
It
My
sucks.
friend.
It sucks.
Yeah.
But you're used to it because you're a Cowboys fan.
I really am. You're right. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not soft and stuff like that guy is over there with that white chair of his, but
He's trying anything he can to just try
Very
to.
Dustin.
He's like, listen, Stat Guy's dog is not a good dog.
Well, it's because he's trying to see if Dustin's still alive because he's just like,
I'm just reading stuff as Jay's just talking.
hey,
So
I don't know if that guy's alive because whenever he sits back like that, he'll stay still, and then this big ass jug of whatever he's drinking comes up and he slams it back and he goes back down, and I'm like, yeah, big gulp.
My daily caffeine fix. Yeah.
mm,
Yeah, Scott. Detroit, everybody holds a tiebreaker over Houston. Literally, Boston holds it, New York holds it, Seattle holds it. I mean, I don't think there's a team out there that doesn't hold it.
And that's I think gonna be
Ryan West Bay.
and I think that's going to be the biggest issue for Houston this year too. Is just you don't have the tiebreaker over like anybody. So like even if Houston did put themselves in a position to get into the playoffs, all these lost tiebreakers that you have are ultimately going to come back to haunt you because it's just like, well, I can't pass these teams up unless we sweep.
Oh, absolutely. Well, we just have to win it outright. Whatever spot we're in, if everybody, we'd be that third spot. So we get the third spot outright. It wouldn't have to. You can't leave it up for tie.
yeah, no, you have to be up a game. Like there's no getting around it.
And there's only 3 games left.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you're out
So
of
the
time.
Red Sox have a magic number of 1.
Yeah.
The Tigers have a magic number of 2,
Yes.
and the Guardians have a magic number of 2.
Yeah.
That's what we're learning here, right? Because I'm trying to figure out like exactly how much the magic number is.
Right.
Yeah, because you guys are on the outside looking in, and you don't have a magic number.
No, our magic number is win out and pray that the other teams don't hit that magic number.
Their magic number is 2026. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, and seriously, that's actually the way I'm slowly. Yeah. I'm slowly starting to get my mind in that mode of like, okay, Jay, this season's done. Let's just focus on next season.
As like the Cowboys, not your year.
But what I do like about it, though, going into next year, now that everybody's going to be healthy, is the fact that we have a lot of infielders, we have a lot of pitchers, and they're going to have to weed out who's going to be in that rotation because everybody's going to be back at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Even the relief hater, all of them will be back. So they're going to have a little bit of depth to work from or work with going into next season.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
What? No, there's no more game 163s because you play each other 13 times in the division. There are no more game 163s. That's why they went with the new format. That way they can eliminate the games 163. So now it all comes head to head, and you can never have tied head to heads anymore.
That's too bad because that was kind of a fun game. You know, you have the marathon. You have the marathon of the season, and then it all comes down to one game.
Yep.
It was the most ridiculous thing. I get why they got rid of it, but you know, I watched the M's be in it once, so I think that one was against the Yankees. So
Nice. Okay.
it's still early for the Cowboys. It's kind of not though. Like it's kind of not early for them. You know, only because there's just not that many games in the NFL. So every game really matters, and you guys look awesome.
Long live Jerry. Long live Jerry.
I don't know. That dude's 82. I mean, I feel like what's he got? Maybe 9, maybe 10 more years of life left in him. I mean, how many people make it to 100? I don't know.
He's
I
got
don't know what the ratio of making it to 100 is.
He's got 30 years of life.
He's going to be the head in a jar on a robot body.
Yeah. You do realize that when he dies, they're gonna have a hologram of him, so he's never going anywhere. It's just gonna be a hologram of Jerry Jones for the next 200 years.
That's right. His consciousness is gonna keep on a server. That'd be priceless.
I think y'all being funny, man. I don't think it's very funny. I've been dealing with this man forever. This is not funny. You're playing with my damn emotions right now. I've been waiting for Jerry to leave so we can turn the damn page and just hoping that the next page isn't as bad as the first page.
You know, it's pretty rare that the book gets better as it goes.
You know what I'm saying? Damn.
It's pretty weird. It's pretty rare that sequels are better than the original.
Yeah, that's right. So. In fact, you might just flip to the back, get the summary, see if it's even one you want to crack open, or if maybe you want to pick a different book, like the Texans.
No, Bo. No, I don't switch teams like that, Bo. No. I mean, I wish it was that easy, but I bet it's like, you know, you got so much invested, it's hard to walk away from what you had invested in.
No, I get it. Again, I've been a Mariners fan my whole life. Like it's
yeah. So you know where I'm coming from. I mean, you understand where I'm coming from, yeah.
Yeah.
And so do you, Dustin, because it's not like Minnesota's ever won a damn thing. So I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
Well, the difference with me though, I shouldn't say the difference with me, but like the Vikings, nobody expects the Vikings to win typically. Like as a Viking fan, you know that Kevin O'Connell's kind of out of the norm now, but you were used to getting one good year out of every 5 years. Like you knew you had your good year, and then it's like, oh, well, that was our good year. Now we're going to be mediocre the next 4 years, and eventually we'll be good again. Like most Cowboy fans, I'm not saying this is you, Jay, but like most Cowboy fans come into every season thinking that they're going to make the playoffs, thinking that they're going to win, thinking this, thinking that. That's just like, you have to just look at the track record. The Cowboys kind of are on the same page as like what the Vikings are now, just because the Cowboys will have their one good season like every 5 years. And then the next 4 years.
They had 3 12-5 seasons in a row. They just couldn't do anything in the postseason.
Well, yeah, but then the one and done the postseason. Like I mean, like Minnesota for the most part, they would get to the playoffs like Dallas, lose in that wild card round, but then they would have that one run to the NFC Championship game, get the crap kicked out of them. It's like, well, that was our one good year here in the next 5 years. Now it's going to be right around the wild card every year the next 4 years.
Now he's back on the Vikings because Wentz is starting. So
I jumped ship for the Lions last year after the Vikings lost, yeah, because I wanted the Lions to win after the Vikings lost.
See, I could never jump to a divisional Like if my Cowboys lost, he would never in his life see me root for the Eagles. That just would never happen. But the fact that you root for the Lions, I don't know.
They've never made it.
I don't know, stat guy. Now I'm starting to think of it. You're not really a Vikings fan. You're just one of those turncoat people that runs the other way when your team doesn't do good. I don't know, stat guy. Now I'm learning a lot more about you.
No, but they've never made it to the Super Bowl. I don't care. Like, yes, they're my division rival, but I still want to see teams that have never made it to the Super Bowl get there. Just like with baseball, I want to see Seattle get to the World Series because they've never gotten there. Like, if they win, they win. If they don't, they don't. But it's still nice to see teams actually get to the Super Bowl for the first time ever, because that's something they've never. Like,
outside of my division, I totally agree with that. Like, I was like, oh yeah, it'd be cool to see the Lions do something. Until the Bengals became annoying that first year, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Want to see the Bengals do something. They've been trash forever. But if it was somebody in my division, I'd be like, yeah, you can lose every game. Doesn't matter. I never want to have someone hang a banner when we come into play, right? Because it's always a divisional game that they drop that thing.
Yeah.
So no thanks. Anyone in our division can lose forever.
Let me ask you this. Hey, Pags, let me ask you this. So before you won the Super Bowl, the year that Nick Foles won it for you guys, when was the next Super Bowl that you had won previous to that? Like what was the year gap in between there?
That was
we had gone.
Yeah. So in other words, from Nick Foles, the one you won with Nick Foles going backwards, how many? Like, what was the gap in between Super Bowls?
Oh,
I know you had one before Nick Foles, didn't you?
39 and 52.
Yeah.
So he won in 39 and he won it in 52.
We went in 39. We didn't win it.
Yeah.
Okay.
52 was our first.
I guess the point I'm coming from is we all have gone through long decades of crap. I'm in mine now, and I have been in mine now since the 90s. And Pags, you weren't around for most of that one because you're not quite that old. But you know that there was a long gap in between y'all Super Bowls up until the point with Nick Foles.
I was in the 80s. I was there in the 80s.
Yeah.
And then I was there in the 90s, in the late 90s, before Andy Reid got there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, and really you have Buddy Ryan, who was a great defensive coach, but realistically couldn't win a playoff game. We can blame all we want about the fog, but as great of a defense as we had, it wasn't great enough.
Yeah.
Because defense wins championships, and we didn't win any championships.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everybody's team's gone through it. I mean, like I said, stat guy, you're still going through it. You ain't won it. Bo, you're still going through it. And see, I never won. No, you're not. Because you actually got it with Russell Wilson. So,
I mean, at this point, it's been a minute, though, because that was 2013.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, you're talking 12 years later now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I just don't know when the Cowboys' reign of dismalness is going to end. I know it's going to be after Jerry. It won't be in Jerry's lifetime.
Yeah, you got some time now because, I mean, you guys are nearing that. You just got to start over.
The sad part is, Jay, the Cowboys haven't been to the Super Bowl in 30 years. And like Bo said, he hasn't been there in 13 years.
Yep.
That's 43 combined years that you guys have been out of the Super Bowl. That's still shorter than the last time the Vikings made the Super Bowl.
We were there last year.
Vikings are like 50 years or 51 years.
What I just don't understand, though, stat guy, and what I don't understand, Bo and Pags, is, I'm a very competitive person. And I don't hate it. Like, I despise when my team doesn't do well, right? I don't understand why Jerry is so content. I understand he likes to make the money. Okay, great. He likes to have the ego. That's all great. But is there not a competitive side of him that just says, you know what I've been doing for the last 30 is not working. Let me try something different because I desperately want to get respect back again. I mean, I just don't understand him. I don't understand how he can just put this.
He wants the noise. He wants the noise. I don't know that he necessarily actually cares about winning. He just wants the attention all the time.
Yeah.
And Scott, I don't know that that's entirely true because it's going to be Steven.
Yeah.
And, he might very well just be Jerry's clone.
And like the thing with Jerry Jones too, he's all about the money. So like as long as the Cowboys put a fairly competitive product on the field.
Yep.
And I'm not like they don't even have to make the playoffs, but like if they put a fairly competitive product on the field where they're in the playoff hunt for the whole year, he's going to make money. And if he's making money, that's really all he cares. It's like, oh, well, he finished 8-9, made a lot of money. We're fine. We'll go 8-9 again and make a lot more money.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, sort of. They do have to make the playoffs. Like they can fizzle out immediately, but you can't be a missing the playoffs team. That does start to get fan bases to go watch other sports. Yeah. So, I mean, you can't be the Jason Garrett hand clapping 8-8, missing the playoffs consistently. You can't do that. Good job, guys. Good job. Yeah, we got smacked. Woo! Let's go. So,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even like that. I don't like anybody cheering when we lose. What I like is people getting pissed off and doing something about it to turn it around and fix it and not just be happy with what you got. I mean, I hate that. Like, I hate that. Yeah, I gotta tell you, Scott. I don't know what Vrabel's gonna do for you. What do y'all think about Vrabel? He wasn't as successfully in Tennessee. What do you think he's gonna do with Patriots?
What are you talking about? He actually did fine there.
But they didn't win anything. I mean, when I say win anything, I'm just saying like they didn't make it to the Super Bowl. I'm just saying like
because they lost to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game and they lost to the Chiefs in the division game. Like everyone loses to the Chiefs on the AFC for that matter.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. That's a good point.
Then his GM got rid of everybody.
Yeah.
So then he had nobody on his squad. So of course he didn't win anything.
Yeah. What happened to Pennington? Did Pennington just fade out and just not want to play, or? Because it just seemed like once he left Tennessee, he didn't really.
Are you talking Tannehill?
Or Tannehill? I apologize, not Chad Pennington.
I was like, how far back?
No, I meant Ryan Tannehill. I apologize. Thank you, Stat guy.
His shoulder. He had like multiple shoulder surgeries, and he just.
Vinny Testaverde did not look good after he left Miami.
Yeah. Yeah, Ryan Tannehill had like
I know.
Tannehill had like 2 shoulder surgeries, and he's never been able to get back to like 100%. He's worked out for like 4 teams the last couple of years, and they've said the same thing. He's got like no arm strength left in the arm. He can't even throw the ball like 46 yards anymore. He's got like nothing left.
Damn.
Yeah, well, and he had nothing left that last year anyway. Mm-hmm. I mean, his arm was completely dead. Obviously, Henry was hurt. Like that team was smoked. He had no chance. Vrabel getting fired there
Scott's
was wild.
The only one I'm missing, by the way.
Scott, put your pick in, man. The GM should have been fired, not Vrabel.
Yeah,
like they basically gave him no talent. Yeah. They're like, and his team was still fighting, right? Like he ended up winning the last game of the season anyway, despite the fact nobody was playing. He's got Buffalo. So I mean, the guys were fighting for him.
Is it just me?
It's just you.
So it looks like Drake May obviously is playing pretty good. How long do you give Vrabel?
To StreamYard itself is the one glitching. I love it.
It's like when you are on your cell phone under a tower, you're gonna have the worst reception possible.
Yep. The thing with Tannehill though too is Tannehill actually had the same injury that Derek Carr had, but the biggest difference was Derek Carr chose to have the surgery when he did. Yep. Versus Tannehill tried to play through it for 2 years and ended up basically permanently injuring his arm to the point where he's got nothing left. Yep. Like if Derek Carr wanted to try to come back, he probably could just because he had the surgery when he had it. But Tannehill's like, no, I'm going to fight through it for 2 years. Well, that was not smart because now you have nothing left.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of didn't have anything left anyway. So I actually sort of get why he waited because honestly, I think he would have had the same exit time period anyway.
Right.
So, yeah.
Hey, what is the length of you give Vrabel to turn that franchise around and get to the Super Bowl? What do you think what would be a realistic time frame for that? Since he's kind of starting from scratch, right?
Super Bowl's the difference though. Like I give him 4 years to turn it around, but Super Bowl it's going to be difficult because you still have Mahomes, you have Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Burrow, and Justin Herbert. Like, can Vrabel get through any one of those guys in the playoffs? Like getting to the Super Bowl is one thing, but he will get that turned around.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's.
By the way, Joe, you're the only one on the -2 level.
That's right.
You have lost twice now, Joe.
So yeah, no, it's he'll get it turned around. Yeah, I mean the Super Bowl is a different conversation.
Right.
I mean, you're talking about like good coaches that you're used to seeing win a bunch of playoff games may not make it to the Super Bowl, right?
Like Harbaugh and McDermott, prime examples. Like Harbaugh and McDermott will win 12, 13 games every year. And apart from Harbaugh winning that one Super Bowl in 2011 or 2012, he hasn't gotten back, and McDermott has never gotten there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And neither is Jim. Jim Harbaugh has never won a Super Bowl, has he?
he's never won one.
He's gotten there.
I mean, I
though.
know he's been there with San Francisco, but he didn't win it,
No.
right?
Did not.
He still got a pretty good shot this year with this Chargers team. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, no, the Chargers look good.
Chargers are really good. And the scary thing is they don't even have their best offensive lineman either, who got hurt right before the start of the season, is out for the year.
Yeah, no, I fully expect the Patriots to be competitive here in the next couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Not good, just competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all down there at 6:00. That's when I
Nice.
arrive in Tampa.
Yeah.
Is that who the Phillies have next? Is Tampa?
Yeah, Tampa this weekend, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Okay.
big.
No, the Eagles. Yeah,
Okay. Wow. Okay.
I mean, I think the Eagles take care of that one pretty easily, but just because Tampa keeps having to come from behind, and eventually that burns you. So
Well, it'll be interesting to see how they look without Mike Evans this week, because Mike Evans is out, Chris Godwin is out, so now it's pretty much Emeka Egbuka, and that's pretty much it for the passing game, anyways.
yeah, see, I could see a score like that, Scott. Like that seems about right.
yeah. We'll see.
I think Tampa is beat up enough that it's probably not going to be their day.
Right. I'm hoping Paul means does Murray need to leave Arizona, not the Falcons?
Yeah, no, I'm sure that's what he means.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it matters. I do think there's a fit issue in Arizona for him. Like there's some systems that he could probably run. He has talent all over the place on that team. So, but the coaching there has been an issue for a couple of coaches already.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's there's just something about Arizona and Kyler.
And maybe if he read the playbook.
I'm about to say out. That's more.
Make it a
It's
side
not how
quest.
her.
Make it a side quest in Call of Duty.
Like I think Cliff Kingsbury's offensive scheme fit Kyler Murray the best, more so than Jonathan Gannon's offensive scheme. But the difference was Arizona never had a great defense when Cliff Kingsbury was there. And Cliff Kingsbury was such a horrible coach. Like when the game was on the line and kind of like pressure situations, Kingsbury was horrible. Versus now, Arizona actually does have a pretty good defense now because Gannon's rebuilt that defense up.
Yeah.
But his offensive scheme does not fit Murray's strengths.
No, exactly. And kind of not really, Scott. Kyler is Kyler, right? Like he has elements that he does well. And then there's holes in his game, right? As with any quarterback. The problem is they don't really do anything to help the holes in his game. They're just like, well, figure it out, guy. And it's like, yeah, he's not gonna. So how about you scheme some things that he's good at?
Right.
So
Yeah.
and that's actually why you'll see them go on these weird surges in a game. They'll be like, oh, okay, we got some play calling that fits his style, and they'll go and they'll move the ball and they'll score and whatever. And then they'll go to like, we're going to make you throw traditionally. And you're just like, okay, but he like doesn't do that very well. So, just figure out how to make it so that the pocket can move and he can do the things that he's better at, rather than be like, oh no, now you have to be a statue and throw this. It's like, okay, but he's, tiny. And so he doesn't see the whole field when he's behind these 6'5" Samoan guys.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, anyways,
They're the same.
let's talk about the remaining portion of the week since already Kyler Murray is out, and lost. Starting with the Minnesota Vikings versus the Pittsburgh Steelers at 9:30 in the morning on Eastern Time, 6:30 in the morning in Western.
Yeah, good old
2.5 and 40.5.
The thing that's funny about this game is until Wentz was the starter, I was on the Steelers for it. Like if it would have been JJ, I'd be taking the Steelers. With Wentz, I'm actually leaning towards a Vikings win here. With the under. I like the under because every overseas game is the under.
Well, and you have two defenses that combined to force 10 turnovers last week. Steelers forced 5, the Vikings forced 5. I think it'll be under by a wide margin. Like a 17-13, 17-14 type of game. I think it's just going to be ugly. A lot of turnovers, a lot of sloppy play, but I think Minnesota does win.
I actually have the Steelers here. I think that Wentz comes down to earth a little bit. I think that Aaron Rodgers figures out how to play for a second, and it kind of goes that way.
Yes, Addison is back this week.
Yeah, I'm going with the Vikings as well.
So
I feel like the Vikings have a little bit more weaponry to compete with. So I'm gonna go with the Vikings.
So 3 Vikings, 1 Steeler. All right.
Hey,
perfect.
You know what's good about that is at least the whole panel doesn't agree because that means that team loses.
That's exactly correct. All right. Eagles at Bucks. Eagles are a 3.5-point favorite, and the over/under at 43.5. Now, let me tell you some statistics on this. This is the 5th time since 2022 that the Eagles have to go to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has also beaten us 6 of the last 7 times.
Yeah, I think the injuries are what gets Tampa to lose this game. So
Evans isn't playing, right? Isn't Evans out, I believe?
Evans is out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Godwin's still out too, so.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles cover, and I think they hit. I think it's an under, but I think the Eagles cover.
Yeah, I think it's the under because Tampa's just not going to score a lot.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, with Paul saying that we're going to get 30-plus points, it's going to be 31-10, and that would make it under.
Yeah.
Okay?
And that's probably about right.
I think the Eagles win this game, and I think that the defense is going to – I don't think it's going to be that high. I think it's going to be like we score maybe 27 points, and they could maybe score 17. I see it at 44. I see – so like a half a point high, is where I kind of feel that happening.
No, you should have made them your pick, man. If you're going with Tampa to win, make it your suicide pick. See if you can go 0-3.
No, he's got the Rams, so don't worry, he's going to lose that one too.
You know what? If you're the bad luck, if you could pick the Rams every week, that'd be red. just pick
Next
all the
one.
rest of the list.
Saints versus the Bills. The Bills at 14.5, 47.5.
I'm gonna say over for the total.
Yeah, you can score points on the Bills.
Yeah, I'm gonna say over for the. I think the Saints actually do cover, but I think it'll be over the line, but the Bills win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with they cover as well because there's probably going to be some garbage time points when they start running the ball and play prevent defense, and so I would pick them to cover. The Bills win outright, no question. And then the over.
I actually have it right again at the spread and the number, and the hook is going to catch it on both sides. It's going to be 31-17, and that means the Saints would cover by the hook, and also it would go over by the hook.
Yeah.
So I'm just calling the cover. The Bills definitely win this game.
Oh yeah.
If they lose this game, they should fire the coach.
I mean,
That's my
the way that Seattle demolished them, like they better.
Jeez.
Next,
Yeah, I'll go with Bills and over as well.
the Tennessee Titans go to the Houston Texans. Tennessee is actually the Texans are a 7.5 point favorite, and the over under is 38.5.
The battle of the bad. All right.
Titans cover.
Yeah, I got the Texans winning.
Texans win. Titans cover.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with the over. I think it'll be like a 23-20 game.
See, I'm going to go with the under because I think both of these teams suck.
Yeah, that's and also Nico Collins may or may not play because he has that injury. So I think that if he doesn't play, that's going to hurt Texas even a little bit more. So I definitely would.
Here's the thing that is interesting about the Texans, right? As bad as some of the other teams are, they are dead last in scoring.
Yeah, and that's why I'm taking the under as well. I think Texans do get, but I'm definitely. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring affair. So I'm going under.
No, I mean, so here's the thing: you got the Titans are the 28th ranked scoring offense going against the 32nd ranked scoring offense. So we're not exactly a barn burner here. This is going to be like a 13-9. Yeah, like if there was ever a game you were going to take a nap, this is it because you didn't miss anything.
Right. And so I have the Titans covering because of that.
Yeah.
The Browns versus the Lions. 9.5 is the spread and 44.5. I'm going to lead this one off.
Okay.
The Lions barely pull this one out.
Yeah.
They overlook the Browns. The Browns almost upset them.
Yeah.
This is going to be a last-second comeback from behind victory for the Lions. So I got the Browns covering. I think it's an under. By a lot, actually. I feel like it's an under. I feel like that this is like a 20-19 game. Like I think that's going to be like that. Like that the Browns can't score over 20 points. It might even be like 18, 19, 17. Like that might be something like that type of score.
Yeah, because what the line's 10, right?
9.5.
9.5.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the Browns cover as well. I do like the Lions to win outright. It does seem like it's going to be a low scoring event, although you can score on the Lions. But the problem is the Browns can't score on anybody. So, yeah, I'm kind of there with you. I like the Browns to cover. Lions win outright in the under.
Yeah, under. Yeah, like I think that's how that works out incredibly. And I would actually throw a small flyer on that money line. What's the money line of that? Just so I can kind of see.
So for the Browns, it's a plus
400.
Yeah.
I would throw like $25 on that.
Sure.
25 to win 100. I think that's not a bad bet because the defense could actually win that game for the Browns. The defense is really strong on the Browns. The offense is anemic. So,
yep.
Yeah, I think the Lions actually cover, honestly. I think the Lions went outright, and I might even take the over.
Oh, so you think that the Lions are putting up 40?
At 35-3, 35-10 type of game. I think it's just going to be.
Well, it'd have to be 35-10 because if it's 35-3,
yeah,
you're hitting the under.
Yeah, 35-10. Yeah, like I think it's just going to be a ugly game again for Cleveland.
We'll see. We will see.
Yes.
I think that they overshot. I think they overshot against the Ravens. Like they played so much of an emotional game last week in Baltimore that they pooped the bed a little bit.
It might be some of that, Rob.
Well, I think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as the Bear game, but I could see a lot of what the Lions did to the Bears, what they do to the Browns. Like I think.
See, now Cleveland definitely is going to win because Joe says that Detroit's going to destroy them. So,
Joe, come on, man.
all right.
Stop killing teams.
Next game, the Commanders over the Falcons. Commanders over the Falcons.
Yes.
Now, am I here now?
Yeah,
You were sped up a little bit there.
Yeah, I get it. The glitches are real.
They are. So this is still
Glitches
listed
are bitches.
That's for sure. This is still listed as a Tyrod Taylor game. Jane Daniels still questionable for this one.
You mean a Mariota?
Or Mariota, yeah, sorry. That being said, Washington is a 1-point favorite. Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
1.5 point favorite.
yeah. So I do like Washington here. I honestly think Jaden Daniels plays in this game. I know he's questionable with his knee, but I would bet he plays in this one.
Because I know he wanted to play the last one. They said if he couldn't do what he does, that they weren't going to let him play. So
No, there was a lot of more to that too. Jaden Daniels was not happy with the medical team last week.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm definitely taking the Commanders as well. Also, I didn't put my Detroit in. I'm going with Detroit. I think, like you said, I think the Browns cover.
Joe's just going with the underdogs here. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. Just give me all the underdogs on a parlay. Let's go.
Hey, but if it hits,
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I think Commanders cover and win. I think it'll be a closer game than what some people think, like maybe a 6-point game, but I think Commanders cover and win.
yeah. What is the spread on that one?
1.5.
Oh yeah. I mean, they cover because you almost have to.
Yeah.
All right. The game of the week, the Panthers versus the Patriots.
Oh my God.
I like the Pats.
42.5 is the over-under, and the Patriots have a 5.5 point spread.
I like the
You know
Pats
how
to
I
win.
feel about fives.
Yeah, I like the Pats to win, but not cover.
Yeah.
I got the Panthers winning outright.
Now that Pax has been talking about this 5.5, I'm gonna believe him, and I think the Pats definitely get the win. But you're right. There probably is gonna be an under.
Well, 5.5 is a funny one because that is generally the underdog that pulls it out.
Yeah.
It's an annoying number.
Exactly. I got the Panthers outright.
Yep. So does Rob.
Yeah, they're coming. They just smoked their division rival. They're feeling good about themselves. All of a sudden, they're going to go on a winning streak. The first winning streak they've had in a long time of 2.
I like the Patriots.
Yeah.
But
And then the
so
last
if that's
1
the case,
o'clock
Pax,
game
hold on.
is
Okay. I was just gonna ask you if that's the case. Then would you think the Panthers over the Patriots would that have been a good suicide pick? You think, or would that be bad because it's so close?
I wouldn't touch that game for a suicide pick.
Okay, obviously
Nah,
that's
not
what I
for
was
suicide
thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the Lions for my suicide pick. Yeah, which I also believe could possibly be a loser.
Titans versus Texans or Panthers versus Patriots. That is more of a Russian roulette style pick than
That would be like if those were the only two teams you had left to pick for a suicide pick. It's
exactly.
like, well, throw the dart at the board, whatever one it lands on, that's who I'm taking.
Yep, that's just rolling the wheel and hoping for the best. Just
Speaking of throwing the dart, the next game is the Chargers versus Giants.
Giants about to get worked.
Chargers went outright, pick the line.
6.5 and 43.5, and I
Yeah.
think that I agree. I think that
Welcome to the NFL, Jackson Dart. Sorry.
Yeah, like he's about to get ran over. There's going to be some defensive scores. Like the Chargers are going to work them.
I tell you, he definitely has a lot of bulletin board material for
Mhm.
this. He is everybody in the world is about to say. Like Nick Foles came out and said, "Man, I hate it for this guy because this is like a coach trying to save his job,
Yep.
and he's going to get destroyed." So I'm going to agree with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
this entire panel.
well, that
Yeah.
that offensive line just isn't it.
Yeah,
Right?
Jim
So, like,
Harbaugh's
he's gonna get beat up.
Jim Harbaugh's
And now
prepping,
the
like,
fact that Joe is saying that the Giants are going to cover, it's definitely going to be a 40-point game.
Oh yeah,
Jim
Yeah.
Harbaugh's out there. Jim Harbaugh's out there prepping like he's back at Michigan, prepping for a non-conference game against an FCS opponent.
probably. Yeah, like
Like
he's
we're gonna just go out there and just beat the brakes off of them.
style points. That's what you're going for.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And this time we have the Jags starting at 4:00 games. The Jags versus the 49ers, and the 49ers having a 3.5-point favorite and 47.5.
I got the Jags winning outright. I don't like the amount of injuries that the Niners have. So yeah, I got the Jags winning a game they probably shouldn't.
I'm gonna just
I'm
go
game with that. I kind of agree with that, actually.
I'm gonna go with the 49ers as more of a Mac Jones revenge game.
A Mac Jones
Maybe.
revenge game.
Because he was with Jacksonville last year.
Oh,
Yeah,
because he
I mean-
remembers that so vividly.
I mean, you gotta actually play to have a revenge game. You're like,
He made 3 or 4 starts for Jacksonville last year when Trevor Lawrence got hurt. But every player, when they
Yeah.
get traded from a team, like there's always that bad blood when you face that team the next year.
no, that's not true. Like when you leave in a bad way, then yes. Mac Jones didn't leave in a bad way. He signed a 1-year deal, and they're like, okay, and we're good. Like,
I think the Jags will cover, but I think 49ers win by 2.
eh,
Well, we'll see. We will see.
that
Yeah,
Next.
I'm gonna hold on. I didn't, you keep skipping
sorry.
over me. I keep waiting.
Oh, I don't mean to. You just got to be faster, Jay.
I'm trying to.
We're
I'm trying
running
to
out of
talk
time.
over people.
like, we're on the back end of this thing, man. Like
Look, I was waiting for y'all to get to your bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna take that. I'm
we're
gonna take the
never
49ers.
gonna get through our bullshit.
I know. I'm gonna take the 49ers on this, and I'm kind of in agreement with Stat Guy. I think Mac Jones is fighting for a starting job somewhere, so I'm gonna go with them on this.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think the Bosa
Good.
injury.
That's
is
some good analysis there, Jay.
I feel like there's a Scooby Doo mask coming off. Who's actually in there?
I don't know. I'm
Read
just-
the orange. Read the orange.
I'm here all week, folks. All week I'm here. All
Colts
week.
versus Rams. Rams are a 3.5-point favorite.
Jeez.
I like the Rams here.
49
I don't trust the Colts. Their combined opponents so far are 0-9. So
Mhm.
I got the Rams here.
Rams.
Yeah, I'll go with the Rams. Even though, God, my internal dialogue is telling me that Danny Dimes could do this. But
I tell you, the one thing I will say about the Rams is that, like, the Eagles have a big monster team. They're like, everybody on the team is monsters.
right,
I tell you what, the Rams are also monsters.
Yeah.
right.
They don't have small guys on their team.
Mhm.
And I think that's what you're about to see. Like, the Colts have speed. That's what they've
Right.
got going for them right now. And I think that size is going to take a toll on them here. So I think it's going to be close. I think the hook could catch you because it could be a 3-point victory.
Yep.
But I got the Rams.
I'm going to take the Colts, just like you said earlier. If everybody, because Stat Guy, didn't you pick the Rams too?
I picked the Rams, yeah.
All right, so just to offset it, I'm going to take the Colts.
There you go.
All right. Bears, Raiders. Raiders are a 1.5-point favorite. 48.5 is the over-under.
Bears cover and win outright.
Yeah, I have the Bears here too. I think they're a more complete team. But I mean, obviously the Raiders can do it. They're going to win some games they shouldn't. Like they are that team.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bears only because kind of going back to what you were saying earlier, Bo, about the Raiders have not figured out how to use Gentry yet. So I just don't know if that run game is there. So I am going to go with the Bears. I think the Bears are definitely starting to figure it out under Ben Johnson.
I also because U.S. Game and Wildlife has put out the Big Bear bracket where you get to vote on the biggest bears and who's going to win the Big Bear bracket. Because of that only is the reason why I'm choosing the Bears in this one.
That's funny.
So, however, I do think that Tyson Bagent makes an appearance in this game. That means Williams is going to get hurt.
Entirely possible.
Ravens Chiefs. Ravens, a 2.5-point favorite in the Red Kingdom.
Yeah, I have the Ravens here because of KC still dealing with injuries and suspensions. I know Worthy's back, but it's not going to be quite enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Ravens for the same exact reason. I think injuries are not going to be there for the Chiefs, and I think the Ravens have Derrick Henry's going to have a good day. So yeah, I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
One of these teams is going to go 1-3, and I think that it's.
We're not going to know.
Well, that's gonna alter my pick because if he was going to go Ravens,
Let me see if I can do this right. I got Pags down.
To be the Ravens. That goes 1-3. I think that you can score. And I glitched.
Glitch. Man, you said glitch for the last 20 minutes trying to get out one word.
Did you pick Pigs?
I'm taking the Chiefs.
Okay.
I think the Ravens get beat.
I'm taking the Ravens then.
Right, and Sunday Night Football, Packers Cowboys. Packers a 6.5-point favorite.
Packers points.
Packers cover. Packers
Yeah.
do a lot of damage.
Yeah. I mean, when you're looking at a secondary for the Cowboys that have no interest in playing defense, they're going to beat them up.
By the tier that's on my hat, I sadly vote against the Cowboys. Yeah, Cowboys are going to take the L on this one.
I agree. Packers win outright and cover. Monday Night Football's got 2 games. We might as well wait for Monday for that.
I mean,
because we're up against it.
And they both suck. Both those Monday night games are going to be great. That being said,
you
exactly.
You tier.
Exactly. That being said, we are at the top of the hour. If you're watching on YouTube or any other platform, be sure to like and subscribe. Helps us bring our content to you. Otherwise, we are going to get out of here. We'll see you next week. Enjoy the games this weekend. Take it easy, everybody.
StreamYard, fix your shit.